Fifth
Okay,
cousin.
okay, so this is gonna start if this works.
Lauren.
You guys can hear me okay still?
Yes.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
If this works, we're gonna be live here in a second.
I'm not bragging. I'm just happy because I never got 10,000 in a
We
week or
will
even
be
a day.
we'll be live here in a second, Belinda.
Okay. All right.
Because that what you just said just got
Yay
recorded.
me! Okay, I want to get out of my system. Yay me! Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, because that just got recorded.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I told
Then
you.
cut it off
can't.
and edit it.
Well, no, I'm not gonna mess around. We just got it up.
Oh,
Anyways,
That's why it's good
yes, Belinda's one of these people that goes around and says, "I made $10,000."
no, I don't. Oh, stuff you, Nelson. I do not.
Okay, so we're late today.
I meant Monopoly money.
We are late. We are late today because Belinda didn't do what I was supposed to do.
Oh, yeah, blame me.
I
Throw me under the bus.
was playing with my new fidgety thing. Look at this fidgety thing. Look at this. You got buttons you can click on.
Oh, you got your new toy.
Oh, Nelson got another shiny object that keeps his attention.
No. Look carefully. Look,
He's got a new toy.
It's like blue camo. It's like oh, he's even got like a little like woo. So now this is why I am not supposed to be left at home alone.
I know, right?
No, watch now. Watch. I'm going to show you guys. We have this.
When is everybody coming back?
No clue. I might be left alone forever. Now, in the kitchen, we have a little coffee maker, a little 1-cup coffee maker. It makes.
Darling, are you lonely?
Yes, I am. Shut up, Riz. I can explain my story. We have a little 1-cup coffee maker to make little 1 cups, right? So you take this thing, you take this little capsule thing here, and you put 1 scoop of coffee in. You close it up. You put it in the machine, and it makes 1 cup of coffee. Now, the other step is you take the water, you put it in your cup, and you pour it into the machine for the amount of water you want, right? So that's good. Now, I was talking to Belinda. I was doing something else. I had previously dumped 1 cup of water into the machine. I put my cup on the thing, and I came downstairs because Belinda was talking to me. I went back upstairs. At this point, I told her I gotta go make my coffee. So I took my cup out, filled it with water, poured it in the machine, put the cup into the coffee maker, and I pushed the button. I forgot about this. So that wasn't too bad. So what was coming out of the machine right now was 2 times the water for this cup. So it filled up, and kept going, right? So what happens, right? Meanwhile, while this is overflowing onto the floor behind me, I don't realize it. The dog is come around the corner and go lick, because he licks everything. I put the coffee grounds into the little cup. A little bit of the coffee grounds got on the hinge part right here. There's a little tiny hinge part here, and if this isn't clean, it doesn't close right. So it's super intelligent me, right? What happens when you blow on coffee grounds?
They fly
everywhere. Meanwhile, now I'm hearing drip, 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 drip. I turn and look, ugh.
We should have videotaped this one.
Start all over again. You guys should have seen last night's supper. I went, okay, do we have pasta? We have these little 1-sack packs of, like little half bags of pasta, macaroni. I found a jar of strained tomatoes. It was not pasta sauce. So I poured the sauce into a pot, and I thought, okay, it's tomato sauce. It's nice and thick, right? Let it cook up. Put the whole bag of macaroni in. Did you know that you need more water than that in the pot to put the whole bag in? Oh,
well, you are not.
Whoops.
You should not be alone to cook. No.
Whoops. Well, it's a half-size bag, so I thought it was enough, right? And because I looked at it, I went, oh, I'd eat about that much. There's no point leaving just a little bit in the bottom. Dump the whole thing in. There's more in that bag than I thought. So I'm stirring the pot, and this is getting thick. Meanwhile, the sauce is starting to boil, and I go to taste it, and I'm going, ugh, tastes like tomatoes. I look at the jar, 100% strained tomatoes. It's not pasta sauce. It's strained.
No, honey, but you can use it to make sauce if you have other ingredients.
Yeah, exactly. Dump this into the pasta. Stir it up. I put lots of pepper. I stirred it up. It turned out okay. And then I let it cool down, because if the pasta sauce is the way it is, I just let it cool down, soak into the pasta. And then I took a bowl full out, and put a little bit of Cheese Whiz on it, mixed it in, put it in the microwave, heated it, and then it came out okay. So I had a really crappy tomato mac and cheese for 2 days, 2 days worth.
Wow.
Since somebody please tell my caregivers.
Why didn't you just go out and buy something like any bachelor does?
Oh no.
Should have went to McDonald's.
No. Yeah, I got a coupon for a trio and I found it this morning.
Oh, nice.
I found it this morning in my envelope of coupons and I forgot I didn't realize I had it. I could have had supper last night.
I told Joshua to come in.
Yeah. So meanwhile, this is the Mardox.
He put a picture of a chipmunk.
Yeah, I know. So meanwhile, this is the Mardox Daily Live Chat where we talk daily about anything, everything, and nothing at all.
And things that you probably don't even want to hear about, that we shouldn't even open our mouths about.
Yeah. Hey,
we're like kids. Stuff something in our mouth and we'll say what we shouldn't say.
This daily chat is not necessarily about marketing. Talking about marketing, though, Belinda, John Brewer, and one other person, he doesn't want to mention his name on it because he's a voice actor, is working on a new project in 3 days. Right, Belinda? 3 days?
Yep.
Yep. In 3 days, we're going to release our newest website. It is going to be magnificent. I don't know about you, Belinda, but I got about like 10 people already saying that they want access to it, and they don't even know what it is yet.
See, what does that tell you?
Yeah. It's like, doesn't matter. It comes from Nelson. I want it.
But see, that's the thing, and I talked about that before. I have a following, and some of those people are the same way. They don't care what I'm doing because they know me, because they know that I don't lead them down the wrong, path. They'll just join whatever. Yep. But see, now, if I were the kind of person that some people, I'm not saying this like to brag or that I'm better than anybody, but if I wanted to, I could say, okay, here, sign up, blah, blah. But see, I don't want to do that. I say, well, look what it is first, because it may not be something that's interest to them.
Yeah.
Because here's what's going to happen. They'll sign up and they'll leave if it's something that's not for them. I'd rather they at least know up front the kind of business it is, what they're getting into, because then they can make an informed decision, because then they might actually stay.
Fugly writes, is it that domain name that I'm not supposed to mention? Yeah, don't mention the domain. I don't see why you would know that domain, Fugly. Yeah, you can go ahead and mention. I don't think you know it's the one that we're working on, but don't say it. Don't say it.
And speaking of that,
yeah,
did I tell you about when I was watching YouTube videos for my business last night?
No, you did not, but
and
you can go ahead and tell us.
And you know how you get those advertisements, sometimes you can click off them and sometimes you just, well, once in a while I see something that catches my eye, which is not very often. I'll keep it on, but I won't click off it. Well, this one caught my eye, but it was a guy named Alex Becker with Marketing Hero.
Oh, hold on a sec. If you guys make YouTube ads, please put annotations in your video to tell people where to click and go to the other video or the website. There's so many commercials that are being put up on YouTube and there's no way to click on them. Did you notice that?
Yeah, some of them they won't let you click. You have to let it play all the way through.
No, not the skip ad part. The ad itself doesn't go anywhere. There's no.
Oh, yeah. I was able to click on the video screen and it took me to another site.
Because it gave you a square, right?
Right.
Yeah,
or just something.
If you make a video for YouTube commercials, you have to have an annotation there, a square that someone can click on to go continue on to the next part. If you don't have that, people are going to watch your commercial and go, I wonder how I go to a site.
Yeah, some people just don't want to log it in on an address bar.
Or yeah, put the website address here, right here. Put it right here.
But if you can't copy and paste it, it's like a long thing and not a short domain either.
Ours is going to be about yay long. It's going to be like in there, right, Belinda? The new
one?
Yeah, it's going to be like right there.
No, we're not going to do the easy way. We're not going to just put a simple domain like upyours.com. No, we're going to have // but beep bleep, all these little. No, I'm kidding.
I used to own the domain name whogivesashit.com, and that was really funny. That was a prank domain name. At the time, we weren't allowed to get domain names with foul language in it, and this one slipped through. And not to mention that the person who set up the domain name, one of my associates, it was a joke because he said the owner of the domain name is Shitnell, SHIT first name NEL for the last name Shitnell, and Internick at the time sent the invoice to pay for it. My accountant paid for it. You paid for it twice by accident, not realizing that the bill was already paid for. On the second payment, they sent us back a check for a refund for the amount, but it's written out to Shitnell Inc. And I still have that check to this day. I cannot cash that check no matter what I want to do. It's a wasted $70. That's what they used to cost, $70 a domain.
Wow.
And more. So, yeah, I got whogivesashit.com.
Well, so basically, I don't want to mention a guy's name or the marketing, but what the heck,
go
know?
ahead.
If their stuff's so good and they have nothing to hide, then it won't matter. It's not like I'm trying to slander. I'm just being factual, okay? So what happens? I click on this link, and it takes me to go to a webinar. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, one of those webinars you'll plan ahead for.
Yeah.
So I click, and I normally don't even go this far, but something piqued my interest, so that's why I did it. So, I know with you, everything, you're just too easily distracted.
Did you just see what happened?
Yes.
It's okay.
You're easily distracted.
It's okay. Okay, go ahead. What are you saying?
Oh, jeez.
They're only $150 each.
Yeah, only. Pocket money. Anyhow, not. Yeah. Anyway, so basically, I signed up for the webinar, and it's a webinar jam that starts in 40 minutes.
What's a webinar jam?
You can buy it. It's a yearly one. You could buy for like $300 or $400 a year, depending on which package you get. And it's just, instead of paying monthly, you're just paying yearly. It's really no cheaper than any other one. You're just paying like the way I would prefer a year. And you can schedule. I don't think they have any more features than any other webinar, really, not that I've seen. You can schedule. I remember when they first came out through JVZoo. I mean, they were selling them that way at one time.
Right.
You can just schedule. He had it wasn't like a GoToMeeting webinar where you schedule ahead and then you go to it, when it's at that set scheduled time that you signed up for. You sign up and there's a drop down menu, and or sometimes there's a choice, but normally you can do two ways. You can have it for different days that they can choose from at different times, or in this case, what Alex did is he just chose that time right then and there that you can make it. Like it was going to start at 3 a.m. in the morning. Hello. Yeah,
but that's why I don't schedule webinars. I'd rather just record them and have people watch them, because unless you're going to have a bunch of people in your time zone, it's absolutely useless.
Do you think that it wasn't recorded? Do you think that they don't teach people in these marketing niches today to record a message and let your webinar set it for different times to play over and over again?
Yeah, I know.
That's why you don't see people interacting on the chat part. But it makes it look like you are live.
No, I know, and that's wrong. That's just misleading.
That's what he did. I can tell you that's what he did.
Oh, okay.
At 3 a.m. in the morning, do you think him being in the same time zone as me, which he is, because I checked where he lives, do you think he's going to be up that time doing that? I bet you 10 to 1. I go back to that site, I click and sign up all over again, and it'll be another 40 minutes till the next webinar.
Now, I did have a software application way back, and it was great because it would record the video, and on a separate stream, the Java text box would be recorded. So if I said, "Hey, John, thanks for saying those kind words about me," and "Hey, Mary, your website can go far." And as I say that in the text box, you can see John saying, "Hey, you're awesome," and Mary going, "Can my website go far?" And as they're writing it, I'm responding. But what I'm playing back on video literally is the video and the stream of text, which is synchronized to the video.
Right. Well, I don't see that, but they get sophisticated today on some programs.
But now when you join the website 3 hours later and write between John and Mary, is this for real? It writes, John, Belinda, is this for real? Mary, can my website go far? Meanwhile, I'm answering John, I'm answering Mary just as you typed.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
But it's misleading. It's misleading.
But I know. And in this chat here, he's saying, well, so-and-so is asking this question, but you're not going to know who's asking a question because the chat part is blank.
Yeah.
It's just for you to type if you have a question, but it goes to an email.
Yeah.
So you're not even getting your questions answered live.
No, that's it. When I do a live webinar, and I do a few of them, these are about the only live webinars that I do, but when I do a live webinar, I let people know a week in advance that there's going to be a live webinar. There's going to be a live meeting. And those ones, I can honestly say, I put out, I sit there on video, we talk about a product, and then we answer, you do a Q&A, and that video goes private. Nobody gets access to it after that live chat. And that's just because I want people to know that when I say it's that time, that's it. You don't get it again.
And then so I went to the webinar, and maybe 20 minutes into it, actually no, it was for an hour, but towards the end, of course, he gave his link, and I didn't bother to stay on after that because I already knew what was coming. But what it comes down to, and I'm going to try to remember how to explain this, because some of it you have to see for yourself, that it is kind of hard to explain. But he was basically teaching free traffic and how to scale it up to paid traffic, like every other Tom, Dick, and Harry has trained on, and a lot of it I disagree with. Okay, first off, he wants you to pay $2,000 for his course. Oh, but it gets better. If you act tonight, if you do it within the next hour or two, whatever it is,
yeah,
I'll cut it down by half.
Well, yeah, that's something that came up last night when I was talking with Sam. We're working on the new product, and I came up to the pricing, and we agreed on a price, and he says, "Oh no, but you got to put like $997 with a red bar through it."
Yeah, I hate that crap.
And I told him, I said, well, for one, it's never been $997 ever.
Yeah, that's like insulting my intelligence.
Yeah, and it's not cut down, and I don't want to have to write for a limited time offer, get it now. Because this website I'm going to put up, it's going to be that price for however long it's going to go. That's the price I want for it, whether it's now or 10 years from now, But it's to say, oh, $997, get it now for a limited time, or put a counter on. Oh, I hate that. I hate that, because if you're going to try to pressure me, I'm just going to walk away. Yeah, But
I know better.
So many people fall for it.
Yeah, that's because they don't know better.
My dad did it the other day. He asked me, he goes, "Now, so look at this website." And he's not even into promoting my site. And he's telling me, there's this page with this big red button, big, $19.95 one time, and blah, blah. It really looks flashy and good. But I told him, Dad, it's not $19.95 one time. You're going to come back here in a month. It's still going to be here. Exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Save the link. When they say this site will never be shown again, or if you leave this site now, copy paste. I did it for years. Hello.
Yeah.
It's rare that I find people like Frank Anders, and he is a very ethical guy. He says what he means what he says. When he says that you will only have a certain amount of time, and he's not using scare tactics, because he wants his stuff to be more exclusive. He doesn't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry having it. That's why he does only promote, let's say, 3 days.
Yeah.
And when that goes off, it is off. He's done. You will not have a link to click on or anything.
Yeah, it's gone.
This guy does do it. He's rare. He's a rare breed.
Yeah. There was one where Vic Strauss, and it's a buddy of mine. I don't agree with the stuff that he does anymore, but he is out there. It is an acquaintance. I do talk to the person. I got his personal phone number. And that's pretty funny when you can say you get your personal phone number to Vic Strauss's, Lee McIntyre, and he's like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" It's just like, wow. But Vic Strauss did a video set of lead magnets just after I did mine. He did his own version, and the first video was up, and he had this whole text thing going on below, because with Facebook you can put leave messages and posts. He had that going on, and in his video was, okay, I'm making this video series. As I'm making it, in 2 days I'll have the next one up. I waited 3 days. I wrote, Vic, can I have the link to the second video, because the system's obviously broken, didn't send me the link. So he sends me the link. I watch the second video. So at the end of the second video, I sent him an email right away. Okay, now can you send me the link for the next video right now? We both know, you and I, this content was made. You're uploading it. This is it's totally bogus. Got to the fourth video, and all he was doing was selling his High Traffic Academy.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, well, no, but it's fine. It's 3 videos in. The idea is, it's actually really cool. The idea, if you want to learn something, watch a video on how something is done, or read a book if you're better at reading right before you go to sleep, about an hour before you go to sleep. When you go to sleep, make yourself a title and think about the video or the text as you're falling asleep, and the next day or the day after, usually it's the next day, but some people it's the day after that, you will know how to do that task, and your brain will act like, oh, I know how to do this. We should learn at night and not during the day as we do right now. Go to school and learn. That's the worst time. It's during the night, because then your brain is stuck in that line of thinking, and it processes that information primary. You see?
Right.
That's what he's doing. Video 1, you watch it, and then it's come back tomorrow or 2 days for video 2. You get video 2, and now you're really hyped about this. Oh, wow, I wonder what he's doing. Wow, this really makes a lot of sense. Video 3, oh, wow, this is really awesome. But he goes into video 4 and 5, and people are like, oh, I'm getting bored of this. It's a 1-week course at this point, or 10-day course. You know, it's all free. But when you get to the end, and he says, really, when you look at me and you look at what I offered you, can you honestly say that what I'm offering you and what I've shown you was not legit, my friends? No. What I've shown you is 100% legitimate, and it will work for you. I guarantee it. But when he says that, your brain is already thinking back 2 days and going, oh, I know about that information. I know about this information. And that makes sense now because of the information he's saying now, because he's pre-programmed you 2 days in advance.
Right.
It is that freaking psycho. What we can do.
Well, a lot of it is psychology, but it's whether you use it for good or evil. Yeah. That's one of the differences.
Vic Strauss is his problem. Saying his last name, Vic Strauss is Vic's problem is he doesn't follow through. He doesn't.
I know. I've seen his webinars. I've seen his videos. I see what you're talking about.
I would love it if he came to work for Mardox and set up the other. Cause see, with Mardox, there's other websites a lot of you don't know about. There's a lot of programs, but I don't talk about them because you have to land on them if needed, and then it's left for the world to join. But I wish Vic would come in and go, if you need content, you need contentgalore.com. It is the best, most compacted. That guy can sell. The guy can sell you a grain of dust, and make it sound like he's a really good pitch person. He's a very good pitch man. But he really sucks on saying, here's the beginning of the project. Here's the middle where we are. Do I have to go to the end? Do I have to finish it? And that's where he's getting his problems, where people say, I want my money back, because they go from A to B and there's no C.
Right.
See? There's your problem. He's not really a scam. He just doesn't finish anything. But if he had somebody like us saying, we need A, we need B, we need C, he would do his part and it would be done.
Right.
Okay, he is an awesome pitch man on camera. He is awesome. He's got that whole thing where he connects with you on video. Lee McIntyre is another one who's really good on video, but he doesn't do videos anymore. He's out of it because he's a multi-millionaire now, But again, he's got that charisma. He's got that connection when he talks in front of a crowd of people. The live webinar that I went to for Lee McIntyre, that was a $2,500 per person deal. There had to have been about 100 people there in that one webinar.
And that's the thing I was getting at with the webinar. So basically, I was at Alex's webinar.
Yeah.
Not to change the subject, but speaking of what we were talking about that way.
Yeah.
Sorry, but so basically, he was teaching like some of these methods, like going on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, commenting, putting your link in there. Hello. If you go to my YouTube video and you make a comment spamming your link, you're deleted.
He's telling you to put your link in the comments?
Uh-huh.
All those programs you said, if you put a website address in any of the comments, it's automatically listed as spam. Yeah,
but he's saying to do it in a clever way. See, this is where you have to watch the webinar, because I have a good memory, but the way he explains it, he does it in a very clever way. He doesn't just come out and say that.
Yeah, well,
so you have to watch the webinar to see what I'm talking about.
Even if you make it that you have to copy and paste it, let's face it, YouTube is freaking intelligent. H space, T space, T space, P space,
and then
colon.
Forums, you go forums, signature lines, things that we've known to do for years. I mean, if we were going to do that.
Well, no, there's a lot of people that know how to do it for years, but a lot of people don't know this, and that's why I'm putting together this package here with what to do, because a lot of people are like, well, Lauren doesn't have her own website yet. but I'm sure Lauren would like to make $47 or $50 a payment, you know, to her PayPal. I'm sure she'd love to do it with a system that's not too hard to do.
Is it 100%, or do we get a cut of that from PayPal?
No,
is it instant?
No. Well, it depends what PayPal takes off.
I mean, but it's instant pay, right?
Yeah.
Like they put it in instantly. You're not taking your cut.
No.
It's not a separate payment thing.
No.
I know PayPal takes out their little part that way. I get that.
No. You get the content. You do.
They take out 3% plus 30 cents.
Oh, whatever it is.
That's how they figure it. Yeah. Of whatever the amount is.
That topic it's not clear cut. It's different depending on what country they're from.
Okay, well, for the U.S., I can speak for the U.S. at least as far as my experience.
Yeah, but my websites when I design these are separate from Mardox, and it literally is like this one here is you download it and it's yours. It's all yours. You can edit it, you can change it, reword it if you want. You can do what you want, upload it. We have a training in there showing you what to do and how to get going. But in there is, you know, we do say tell people on Facebook about your site, you know, get on there, make posts. But if you go out and say, hey, if you want to make money, you know, come to my website, and you put the website address in the comment or in a post, you're going to get blocked. I mean, instantly. WordPress blocks anybody who puts URLs in the comments now.
Well, but they have clever ways to do it, though, so it's not like a straight hyperlink. I mean, there's ways around that too if you really want it to be a spammer, because now they're finding ways around that. But they're going to find ways around blocking it too. And if you do get caught doing it, you're just going to block your IP address and say you're blocked. But he's saying do forums. He's saying do this. Yeah. Basically, you get, and then you scale it up when you get 1 or 2 people, because it's a numbers game. Yeah. You get 50 leads that day. Then by the end of the month, 1,500 leads in 30 days. If you have your own business, maybe even more, because if you already have some background in it, versus if you don't have anything and you're just starting, new. And, you can either promote their academy or you can promote your own thing. Yeah. Either way, he banks on you, at least, one way or the other, that way. And then he said you can scale up with Facebook ads. You can buy 4,000 and get a 10,000 return. I mean, he's saying stuff like this. I mean, he starts on a realistic level of $2 to $4 a lead, and you might spend, let's say, 35. He starts out, but he multiplies. Now, of course, in a perfect world, I could take a number and multiply it, and it sounds good on paper. Everybody and their mother does that already.
Yeah, I got a good one for you.
But we know that's not how it works. We know it's not going to happen that way.
Hold on, I got a good one for you. This YouTuber says, comes online and says, I'm going to show you how to make $1 million in a very, very short period of time, and it's not hard to do. You can take a $10 product or service. He goes into saying cutting lawns and whatever you want. He goes, okay, real simple. He says, find a product. Let's say you're cutting lawns and you're going to cut the lawn at $10. So that's $10. Now, if you get 10 clients, so that's times 10. That in a day, that will give you $100. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. If you cut 10 lawns at $10 each, it's $100 in that day. That sounds reasonable, right?
Right.
I know. I'd like to see $100 in a day just for cutting lawns. Why not? If you do that every day, it's $3,000 a month. That's a hell of a good price. But you're cutting 3,000 lawns. 300 lawns. That's a lot. Trust me, I've been there. I've done 150. It's a lot. At the end of the month, you couldn't care less if it's $3,000. It's like, to hell with this. I'm out of here. Now, then he says, now take that 100 that you just made, and let's multiply that by 10. So you bring it down on this chart, multiply that by 10, and what do you have now? Now you have $1,000. Does this still sound reasonable to you? $10 lawns and blah, blah, blah. Now you got 1,000. So he's going at 10 days, basically. And then he says the 1,000, now he gets out of the days. He goes, now take the 1,000, bring it down over here. In the first column, let's multiply it by 10 again. Now you got $10,000. And if you replicate it again, take your 10,000, because you can replicate 10,000, bring it down to column 1, multiply that by 10, you have $100,000. And I'm sitting there going, what? And I'm sorry if I insult anybody. What bleeping moron doesn't see this gone wrong? $10,000 off a $10 sale multiplied by 10. You're not going to make $10,000 or $100,000 by cutting lawns in a month. I just said it. $10 $10 a lawn for 10 lawns times 30 days, which is 300 lawns, it equals $3,000. You know, you're not getting anywhere near a 100,000, let alone a million that he goes up to. But this idiot shows you how to make $1 million on this chart, and he really sells it. You're like, you can do this. It's called replication.
Yeah, and that's the thing that Alex was talking on. Alex Becker was talking about membership sites and how you can multiply well, I looked him up on ripoffreport.com and a few other places. Trust me.
Is he on there?
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Yeah, that's not good.
So, well, first off, the webinar should have been a red flag itself. Hello, that's what prompted me to do it. I mean, I look it up anyway, but but I would have looked it up regardless of just because of the red flag alone, you know.
Yeah.
But the point I'm making though is that I mean I don't remember his exact words, so don't quote me. Okay, I'm just giving you a rough idea of what I remember him saying because he went into all these things and it's like, oh, my eyes were glazing over. But so basically, you start off free, which of course makes sense. Okay, this is the realistic part that I can understand. But see, you could take logic. And you could take a realistic thing and still twist it to however you want it to. I mean, that's part of the psychology game, you know?
Yeah.
So if you were somebody, you know, that does that.
I got a magic trick that it's a part of mentalism. It's, I tell you to choose a number and do a multiplication, division, and then divide by 2. And I say the number that's left is 5. And everyone goes, oh, because they believe they chose the first number. Well, what I essentially did was I canceled out the number that you did, replaced it with my own number, told you to divide it by 2, and whatever divided by 2 is 5. And but it's the act of the mathematics to cancel out whatever number you have in your head. It's ultimately going to come out to what I got to bring whatever's in your head as a chosen number to 0, and then continue my stuff. And then the last number in the trick is the number I give you, and you're like, oh wow, it makes perfect sense. You know, it's so easy to trick our minds into these little like mental scams.
Right. But
Fugly says, "How dare you call me an idiot?"
You're not an idiot, Fugly. You're Fugly.
Wait. Fugly, if you thought that 10 times 10 is 100, and it times it by 10 and 10 and 10 and 10 equals 100,000, we'll talk later.
Math lesson.
Wow.
Anyway, we love you.
Yeah, we do. And put a video out, Fugly. We're waiting.
So basically, and so he was going on about this, and he says, so, you know, you times this, you multiply that. I don't remember everything he said, but that's the gist of it, basically. And so he says that, so when it, and you can sell webinar events, like get them to webinars and make money that way. Yeah. And, you know, that was part of the thing, too. And he says that you should have at least one high-ticket program or high-ticket webinar so that so many will, you know, make you money that way. You should be making at least $2 or $4 a day. By the end of the month, get $19 to $35, and then build your email list of subscribers that way, and then you multiply that over the months, unless you want to scale it up faster, you know, that kind of thing.
He's referring to funnel marketing, or what they call it.
Funnel. That's what I meant to say.
Funnel marketing has been called that recently. In the past, it was called satellite marketing. You had 10 websites, all at $2 each, $5 each, and of those 10 products, if anybody bought from any of those 10, they were driven into the inner layer 5, which are your $20 to $45 ones.
Oh, but they do it. See, when you get into the academy, they can do it all for you unless you want to do it yourself.
No. If ever anybody says we can do it all for you, leave, run, come and see me, and I will set it up for you piece by piece so you own it. If the other company goes out of business while they did it all for you, you're out of a business.
And so, but basically, so if you spend $4,000, you can easily make twice that at least when it's all said and done over time of you spending that money to scale up your business with Facebook ads and whatever else they have you do that's a paid version. But see, they make it sound like they can get your Facebook ads down for the penny. I've heard this before.
Yes, they can.
I've heard this before, and I've tried all that before.
Yes, they can. And don't diss that, because it's exactly what we're doing.
Yes, but who in their right mind, the average person does not have $4,000 to spend the way they're talking.
It depends now, because if they're going to tell you that they're going to take $1,000 of that dollars and put it in and get you 10 times the advertising power that you would have normally gotten as if you would have gone there alone.
You didn't explain it that way. Trust me, it was gimmicky.
Yeah, but it's called a marketing co-op. You get they get 100 people to pay in $1,000. They go to Facebook.
That's not what he was talking about.
Well, no, but he can't get you advertising cheap. He doesn't have the power to say the advertising.
No, I'm saying the way he said it. Trust me, it was BS. I see right through it.
Oh, because
see, this is why you have to watch the webinar, because I can't explain all of it.
Yes, but do you have to go through him to get the ads?
I don't know.
Okay, well, because that makes a big difference. If yes, then yes.
He says it's all in his back office of the academy. That's all I know.
There you go. It's because he's bought the traffic at Facebook and he's reselling it to you. So he got
No, he's teaching you the technique. He's not reselling anything other than his course or whatever. Yeah,
but then why is he charging you $4,000?
He's saying you spend $4,000 and he is sure that you'll double that. He's freaking BSing.
Okay. Because
and the average person in their right mind is not going to be able to even spend $4,000.
Okay, well, hold on now. Let's tear up something, because I don't want to freak people out. But there is a tactic in marketing. If you go to Facebook and you spend $1,000 at Facebook, or let's say Lauren spends $1,000 at Facebook, she'll get an X number of ads. But if I show up and I spend $100,000 at Facebook, that same number of hits, the amount per view, goes down drastically because of volume. I paid them a lot more money for more ads, but the per ad cost drops drastically. And there's a lot of companies out there saying, buy through us, we'll promote your affiliate page, and it's going to cost you a lot less than if you went there yourself and did the same thing.
No, he's not doing that.
Okay.
Not that I can tell.
Okay.
But see, that's the thing is, I've tried all these Facebook ad courses before, and I'm very good at targeting because I've done it everywhere. But the kind of leads I got, I mean, they were targeted, but they were people that were still duds, even though they were my target audience. And even though I had software that helped me get, the ads cheaper and still reach my target audience.
Yeah.
I did it both ways, the regular way and, the other, the less expensive way. And I got the same results each time and the same type of duds. That's why I don't do Facebook ads or LinkedIn or Twitter, because to me it's not worth it.
I've done Facebook ads and I've done Twitter, and I got great results out of it. It really depends on what you're selling. Don't diss it. It really depends on what you're selling.
The way these people are teaching it, though, is full of pipe and BS. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, because but again, some of these creators are in it just to make the money. They just want the $4,000 or whatever amount. And
they just want your $2,000 for the academy, which then you join their Facebook group.
Yeah.
And I think I could be wrong, but I think it's a monthly fee of $47, and they teach you to do the same thing. Start a Facebook group and charge for it.
I've seen
that's what they're also teaching you.
I have seen website owners read a PDF file on how to do something and then call themselves an expert in that field.
Oh, and that's what he also said. You can learn to be a coach and teach this, and he can show you how. I mean, instantly. I mean, not like, where it took me years to do. No battle scars, just instant presto cocho.
No, it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
and you're
gonna
you're gonna fall flat in your face once you see that one person that's gonna say, teach me something I don't already know. Then you're gonna be, and that person,
I would love to have a chat with him.
Oh yeah, actually I would too. I would too. I would like to sit down and let's talk SEO, because I know SEO and so does Belinda. I know more about membership site creation and ownership, stuff like that, because I set up membership sites, and that's my thing. The idea behind this, and I've been trying to tell people for 2 weeks now, and John Brewer keeps knocking me down on this, but I'm hoping he'll see with the new program set up. I'm hoping he'll see. It's not bad. It's not bad what he's doing. You got affiliate marketers. If Lauren's an affiliate marketer and she's selling my product, she's going to make a sale. Let's say she makes a sale every day for me. Great.
Right.
I got 30 sales a month out of her. But I got 1,000 to 10,000 affiliates. Let's say I got 1,000 sales a day. I'm the site owner. You cannot tell me that I'm not making more money than the affiliate. You see?
Right.
Now, the affiliate marketing thing, the whole point behind an affiliate marketing site, the whole affiliate thing, Mardox, if I were to create Mardox and there was no affiliates, nobody promoting the links, I would have to promote the links. I'd have to do the advertising. I'd have to do everything. Instead, I make a few banners, a few images, a few text ads, and say, here guys, go out and do it, and if you make a sale, I'll give you a commission. I'll give you a referral payment. And that's where the power of an affiliate program is if somebody does not want to create their own product or service, but would just rather sell the affiliate code, the link, but they're the ones doing all the advertising, they're the ones doing all the footwork. Meanwhile, the site owner is the one behind the scenes going, cool. And it is the way it works. It works everywhere, even in the real world. If you are a car salesman and you want to sell cars and you're selling a brand new car, you're not Ford or GM, or you're a brand new mark. You're a brand new type of car on the market. Yeah, I'd find 1,000 people to go around town and talk about my brand new type of car, instead of spending the money on commercials, newspapers, flyers. I'd rather pay the people to bring their friends in to buy this great car that I just invented. You see? Right.
Yeah. But and so this guy, so he's teaching all this. See, what you're really paying for is his academy. No matter what you decide to do, whether Facebook ads or whatever, the money is where where he's making the money.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't care if you promote his academy. I mean, of course, it would be more money for him, or you're using what he teaches you to promote whatever you're already doing, because at least he's going to make, at the minimum, he's going to make money off you just getting into the academy either way.
How much is he paying out per referral?
I don't think it's I don't know. I don't think he tells you in the webinar. I think that's where you have to.
Okay, how much is this sale price?
Well, it's 2,000 supposedly, but 1,000 or something like that.
Let's say it's 2,000, and he's paying out 10%. So the commission should be somewhere between $100 and $200 per sale. Okay, if it's 10%. If I was selling something at $2,000 and I didn't have any overhead, I'd be at the 50 mark at least. You make me a sale and I'll give you $1,000. You know.
Now he says that you could try the Facebook group when you come in for 6 months free. And he even encourages you to bring free people in to try it out.
It's not the point. It's not the point. $2,000 is paying out 10%. If he's not paying out more. But if you think about it, he's got one referral, one affiliate who's going out there, like Lauren, going out there and busting her ass to bring people in. Sorry, Lauren, I keep using you because you're so gorgeous. So Lauren goes out there, she uses her beautiful face and says, hi people, I'm signed up to this, come join because it's so awesome, magnificent. I sign up under Lauren, and now she just made $200 and I'm going, hoo-hoo, I just spent $2,000, I hope my wife doesn't find out. And now I got to go to Belinda and say, hey Belinda, come join up please, otherwise my wife's going to kill me. You know, so Belinda out of pity signs up underneath me, and if it's an MLM, then Lauren made probably like an extra $100 or something. So, but ultimately, all around, the creator of that product is probably still making 75% on his product per sale. Now, we're only thinking Lauren, me, and Belinda. There's 1,000 other salespeople out there. There's 1,000 others out there selling the same thing.
Right.
So he's made 75% times 1,000. You see what I mean?
Right, but the point I'm making is that, so, he's making money off the membership itself, whether they do anything else with them or not. And he says, yeah, you could put people in the group for, and then he has people that'll give testimonies and success stories in the group and wherever else he has them do it, but they could be planters.
Well, yeah.
So what does that prove? But he's like, have a testimony, have a story. I have these people and they can back up what they say, but I don't see where they're backing it up. How do I know he didn't get them at Fiverr? Or how do I know they're not buddies that are just doing him a favor? That kind of thing.
Fiverr is the biggest thing. In fact, Fiverr is trying to cut down on the people that do testimonies and stuff like that.
But you don't even need Fiverr. I mean, there's plenty that use their friends and buddies, and I mean, there are all sorts of ways to do that.
I know what you mean, but it's.
I mean, until you can prove to me that you're saying what you're doing, your story doesn't mean jack to me.
Oh yeah, but that's for any program. Then that's just the way. I don't use testimonials. This is why
I don't either because I do have clients that would be willing to give a testimony. Yeah, but here's the problem: unless I want to put their personal information out there, which I respect their privacy, and even then, okay, I mean, I could get them to call people. And they can still give a fake story. I mean, what is that going to prove until it hits your bank account? Yeah. Until you're the one succeeding at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Even if it's true, what they did, you won't do. it doesn't apply to you.
Well,
it applies to them.
You might do better, but you can't,
oh yeah, it could be worse, could be better.
But
everybody's different.
No, hold on, let me speak now because wow. There's two ways to get around that problem for those of you that are creating sites. One, Belinda uses live conversations with people, one-on-one conversations for those that want proof if a program is good or not. She actually does screencasts of what she's talking about with the person live right there. She doesn't. This isn't pre-recorded. And myself, I do video conferences like this. This is what these videos are for. It's for people to see who I am, what I do, what I have to say. And there are a lot of people that sit there and watch this, and after a few videos, again, they're like, "Wow, you know, I really want to meet this person or know this person." And that's got more power than slapping on 10 testimonials on your website and hoping someone's going to sign up to it.
Yeah.
You know, if ever you get a PLR package with, with a website already made and it has testimonials in it, delete those because you don't know if they're real. Even if you bought the product and used it, you don't know if if those people really are truly users of the product. They could be purchased for people who use Fiverr. There's one product I was looking at this morning. I scrolled down and I saw Baldy doing a testimonial. Worst person to use as a testimonial. And there was one with a pink shirt. I recognize her off Fiverr. These people are paid to do testimonials or reviews of websites, and they're totally fake. You have to tell them what to say, and they'll stand in front of a green screen or wear whatever you want and say and do whatever you want. There's one on Fiverr. Give her a script, and she'll stand in front of a camera in a really sexy bikini and say whatever you want to say. You know, hey, sign up now, and you can look like me. Like, it's a marketing program. How is that going to make me look like you? Well, what the hell? I'm going to buy it anyways because you're hot.
And this is something that creeps me out. Even one of our members asked this. I understand that you want to make things more personal, and some people like to know, just like if you've met them in person, it's a like, know, and trust factor. But I'm not saying this is always the case, but most of the time, the guy asked me to put on a webcam or show him a pic. What does my looks or even my gender have to do with doing business when it comes to? Exactly. I understand you want somebody who's honest, but I can prove that without showing you my cam or showing you my pic.
Exactly. No, exactly.
You know, so I usually stay away from those because I know what their intention is.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so if somebody says, "Can you show me your pic?" or "Can you go on webcam?" Because the next thing they're going to be asking is, "Can you take it all off?"
Can I see your feet? So what are you wearing right now?
What color are your ankles?
Are your nails painted?
Can I see your big toe?
I'm like, moving on.
Yeah. And it's happened to
me.
Well,
one time this guy kept hitting on me when I kept telling him no, right?
Hold on a sec.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Lauren.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I definitely would chase people away.
No.
Look at my big toe. Look at my big toe.
Well, one time this guy wouldn't get the hint. He was on my Skype. Okay, he was already on my friends list. This is like years ago, ironically, right? He was on my friends list, and I guess I just didn't know what a creep he really was until we really started chatting more. So, so we were doing a voice chat, and he kept trying to hit on me that way. And I said, and he says, and he goes, it would really turn me on. Like he just was really out there. So I said, you know what would turn me on? And then I go to my spiel about my business. I try to turn it around against people. And I finally just blocked him.
Do you guys remember a few shows ago, I had a phone call that kept coming in, and I said, oh, geez, I left my light on. Hi, everybody. And I had to use my camera earlier to find a microphone, and wow. Anyways, you remember I had a phone call, and I answered the Skype call, and I said, look, I'm not interested. Would you stop calling? As far as I'm concerned, you're an ugly-looking dog, the whole 9 yards. Well, after the call, after the show, they called again. And I said, the person goes, what's your problem, man? Why is my girlfriend in tears? You've totally upset her. Now, what you guys don't know is before the call, I actually said to this person, this would have been 4 calls in, that this person has been trying to contact me, and every time I pick it up, she's like half naked, and I told her, look, you look like a fucking ugly cow. You know, I want to insult her so she gets the hint. I don't want to talk to you. I don't need to see you naked. you know. And so the boyfriend, from what I understand, calls me up and says, "What did you say to her? That she got her in tears and all this?" And I said, "Who are you, first off?" And he's all mad at me. Got him to calm down. I said, "Now, can you tell me why your girlfriend, you said, is contacting me, a total stranger, and offering to strip naked on camera?" And all you hear is, hold on a sec. "Hey, did you get naked on camera again?" Oh, he was, and then the call ended. It's like, ooh, some people have problems.
Wow.
And but no, it's like, I don't want. If you're interested in my website or my product or my service, fine. Do not contact me saying, "Hey, I'm interested in your product or service." "Oh, but you want to see my boobs for $49? You know. God.
Oh, I love it when guys ask me, "What do you do for a living?" And I tell them, and he goes, "Would you get on webcam?" I'm like, "You want a freaking porn site? Go to one."
Yeah. It's like we don't need to be on camera to prove a point.
But yeah, I won't do it. I refuse to. And one of our members kept pounding me to do it, and I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know who.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, back to the Alex guy. So basically, what it comes down to, the takeaway I got from the webinar is pay for his academy. Oh, and Market Hero is an autoresponder / whatever software that's part of the whole training.
Yeah.
And that it's better than any autoresponder out there. And if you use that, you'll never want to go to any capture pages or autoresponder again. That this is all included, and it's the best thing out there, blah, blah, blah. And so basically, I've looked all this up, and I wasn't impressed, trust me. And so basically, he's teaching you how to do things you shouldn't be doing, and the way that you shouldn't be doing them, in my opinion.
Let's recap in this video so people who watch this know what to not look for. 1, any program out there that says it's all-in-one, all-encompassing, a business in a box, and be careful, because business in a box doesn't mean the same thing as turnkey business. Okay?
He didn't even use those terms. He was very clever.
Yeah, but if they say we do it all for you, in other words, the hosting is done, the programming is done, you got nothing to do, but you pay your membership, and then all this stuff is being done for you. Those programs tend to go out of business after a year or so, if you're lucky, because a lot of times you'll sign up and a couple months later it's gone. If the company or the business or the site goes down, you go down. Your business, your so-called livelihood, is gone. And
he'll offer you to do your own, but he makes it sound like it's so much work that you're better off using him or something.
It is a lot of work. It is. There's a lot of learning. There's a lot of, I got to get out there and do this. But
what I'm saying is he uses that to his advantage, which which is logical, but still.
The program that we're developing right now is a turnkey business. We give you everything. You got your own keys, but you still got to do some work, because it's a business. There's no such thing as a business with no work. There's no such thing. There's nothing at all. A membership site is fine. You're paying access to information. That's fine. But to say that you're going to pay money monthly to own your own business, you're not owning your business, and you're not even buying a franchise. You're basically entrusting another person in running your business. So be careful about that. That's something I'm going to be putting into our development of our product, is to make sure people understand why they're downloading this content and why they have to upload it to their own site. And it's critical. I think they have to understand there are certain things you have to do online. When we say FTP, I see so many people go, "Oh my God, I don't know how to do this." No. If you can open a browser and go to a web address, you can use FTP, File Transfer Protocol. And by using that one program, you control 100% of your business and nobody else. If the creator of the program goes out of business, your website's still up, because it's your domain name, your hosting, and you do your own changes. And that's what I want to get our members to understand. This is where I'm at right now with development of these programs. I'm trying to make it so our members understand that they can be their own owners, their own site owners. Even Lauren can, guaranteed 100%. Lauren's can when the site comes out, she'll be able to get it and replicate it perfectly. There's nothing that she cannot do in there. But she has to have the want and the will to learn how to do it. And not everything is WordPress. God,
I'm open-minded to whatever is best for my business, because that's how you have to be.
No, it's not that. I talked to a person today about the program. He goes, "What is it on WordPress?" No, it's not on WordPress.
Well, what I mean is, even though you need to be discerning and careful, you still need to be open-minded, because if you're narrow-minded, then you're also missing out on things that might have been good for your business. So there has to be a balance there.
Yeah, but not, no. Not everything is on WordPress.
I know that. I know what you're saying. Everybody assumes WordPress.
If you set up a site today on WordPress and don't come back to it in a year, or better yet, Josh should be in this channel. He should be in here right now. If you set up a reseller program page on WordPress, it works. It can be done, no problem at all. In a year, there's upgrades to WordPress, and your coding that you had to plug in doesn't work anymore with it, and the site went out of business. The creators went out of business, right?
Right.
What do? See what I mean? What I'm teaching is going to put you in full control of your shit, not WordPress. I don't mind WordPress. I know it's good. It's easy. It's point and click. But these websites like Wix, again, good service. Squarespace, really good service. No problem with it. Click, 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 click. Your website's made and boom, you're selling. What if they go out of business? You're screwed.
Exactly.
Because it's all on their interface. It's all on their service, and they got you by the balls. Even if you're female, they install balls, and then they got you by them.
No, I know what you're saying. Everybody can't assume it's automatically WordPress, kind of thing.
So that's what I'm trying. That's what I want to teach in this new course that I'm developing along with Sam, and I want to teach people. Be your own boss, BYOB. Let's get back to that. It's not hard to do. A domain name registration isn't hard to do. I know people who haven't even finished school. One of my clients only made it to grade 6. Literally, he has a mental disability. Could not handle high school. He was excused from high school. He got to grade 6 elementary, and he can still set up a domain name and go with it. You see what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah. So it's not a hard thing to do. But what I'm getting is people like, oh well, no, if it's not point and click, I can't do it.
Yeah. Well, see that's what I'm saying. No, I mean, even though you could outsource some of the stuff that you don't want to do, you gotta learn. If you are serious about your business, you gotta at least learn, to do some of that. And it doesn't have to be like an overbearing thing.
I figure about it. Take one of my product sites, which I allow the resell or the redistribution of the content. I figure it's about 30 minutes a day. If you really want to be focused and solid, you get out your sheet of paper. You take a sheet of paper and you write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and what you want to do on that day. And every day, I tell our members, every day, from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. is this task. Draw it out. On Monday, I want to do Facebook stuff. On Tuesday, I want to do Twitter stuff. Wednesday, I want to do Instagram. Whatever it is, YouTube, whatever. But make it that day and follow your schedule, and you'll see after 20 days, it'll be like this. You won't even have to think about it.
Right.
And that's the only problem is people don't have discipline. We've lost discipline.
Yeah.
How many people do you know have driver's licenses? Right.
Well, so I don't, but that's because I have a good reason.
A lot of people have driver's license, right?
Yeah, most of them do. Yeah.
That's right. So to drive a car took learning, took an exam, and then to drive the car is something you have to do and learn to do. So if you can drive a car, I guarantee you driving a car is a million times more complicated than setting up your own websites and your own products. The biggest problem I'm seeing with my members, and you're one of them, Belinda. You are one of these people. I'm not trying to insult, but it's true. Okay, I don't know if I want to do this or this or this. The indecisiveness kills any of your projects. If you're indecisive,
I know that because I tend to be a perfectionist, so I'm always, trying to get the perfect thing.
That's right. So I tell people, forget about what do you want to do first, second, third. If you got 7 things, start number 3. Forget the rest. Start number 3. Just do whatever. Just take a coin and flip a coin. Number 2, boom, that's number 2. But do it. It's the indecisiveness, the thinking process of a lot of the stuff that we do. as humans is what kills what we want to go forward. The hunters back in the day, the ones that would have went, you know, I could make a better spear. I could go and get that wood. I'd have to climb that tree. Meanwhile, there's another hunter that went, oh, I want that wood. I'm going to climb that tree. And he does it, gets the wood, makes his new spear, and he's got the first kill for the end of the day of the behemoth. He drags it back to the village. Meanwhile, the first caveman's going, yeah. I have to get up off my butt. I might have to move that stone. He's thinking it through. He's killing his plan. Meanwhile, another person already took it. It's a perfect analogy, right?
Right.
You know, and it's true. If you're going to sit there and think of something, like now you start doing your videos, right? That was a great video that you did. But you,
oh, thank you.
But you've gone out and did it. Now you got to do your next video.
Well, I'm already planning that. That's already in the works.
That's it. You see, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to put a video out every day or every week. I try to do them every day, and I have troubles every day.
No, you remember, Nelson, at one time, I was doing videos left and right until I got screwed. You know, I told you about what happened, and that's what shied me away for a while. Well, now I'm getting back into it again.
Yeah. But that's another thing, too. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but, you know, if something does happen and you know you're discouraged from doing something for whatever reason, don't give up on it. You know, unless it really is a scam and you got burned. I mean, that's a whole different story.
No, I did get burned. I seriously did, and I didn't have the kind of time that I had before to edit videos and do all the legwork that goes. I mean, it's quick to videotape. It's easy to record.
Yeah, it's the
time-consuming part is if you have to edit and do all that. That's the time I didn't have to. And if you do 155 how-to videos and they get all wiped out and you didn't get to back them up because your computer, you know, when it was a bad time for everything, right? Just at the wrong time. Yeah. And so you didn't get a chance to even back those up. Do you feel like having to make those all over again with all the time that it took to make them when you don't have that kind of time to begin with? No, you're not going to do that. You're going to at least take a break.
That's it.
So that's what happened there.
No, but that's right, and you know it's you know I'm going to be making a ton of cash with this program. I got the program that I'm setting up right now. I got to create the main one and I got to replicate it at nelsonbuck.com, and I have to promote the nelsonbuck.com one. And I'll tell you why. The morons that are going to go to the main website and download and pay to download it, they're going to download the code and they're not going to follow the instructions. What they're going to do, instead of reading the README file, they're going to take the content and upload it and pazam, right? There's my site, and they're going to promote the hell out of it. When people go in and click that button to order off their website, and the button will not be programmed for their PayPal account, my PayPal account's going to get all the orders.
Oh wow!
No, but there is an instruction process that's the other part is people don't follow instructions, and one of the instructions is that they have to go into PayPal and create a PayPal button. That button is X number of dollars, and then at the bottom of the PayPal form there's a code. A coded
I know
button.
You copy and paste it into the box. I've done it a million times.
Well, no, it's not a box. You got to copy and paste into the text file.
Well, until you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah, and then when somebody comes to your website, the system goes, okay, where's the PayPal button code? Grabs it out of the configuration file, slaps it in, and it goes to your payment. But I'm just thinking of all the idiots out there that are going to go, oh, I'm just going to upload and put this up and make money. You're like,
or they'll fill out. They're lucky if they fill out the profile, let alone watch the how-to video like I did, where it says how to make your buy now button or whatever button you want to make, and copy the code and paste it into wherever you're supposed to. They won't. I mean, it's very simple. I mean, my daughter could do that.
You know what I'll do? You know what I'm going to do? Is if my code shows up in their copy of the script, if my coding shows up, it's going to put in the image. Get your own PayPal button, you bloody idiot. Read the README file. It's going to be a scribbled on little yellow Post-it note.
That's funny.
I'm going to do something like that because it's all programmed now. It's all dynamic, you know. It's neat because you don't need to know the HTML. Like Lauren, when she goes to open it up, there's going to be a config file, a text file, and it's going to say your name, let's say you got a Mardox affiliate link, right? Your PayPal button, copy, paste, and then you save this file and upload it, and your page is made.
Right.
Literally, it'll take the information from the config file and then replicate it, wherever it has to go. But that information has to be put in. You know, so if these people don't configure it and just upload it, and I say that because I had a program a while back, 92 web pages that you could promote, little niche pages, but at the very beginning there was a little config file, a PHP file that you had to configure your name and so on and so forth, and that way all the pages, as people went to them, it would pull your information. You got to go, Lauren?
Yeah, because I got to get ready to go to a church dinner.
Oh, okay, no problem. So make sure.
Have a good day. God bless you.
Yeah, make sure you eat enough for me, okay?
And me.
Okay.
God bless you. Have fun.
Talk to you soon. So I had this program, and you wouldn't believe, I surf the web now, and I see these pages everywhere, these 92 little blog pages, or in the day they used to be called FFA sites, free-for-all link sites. And
Right.
I see these pages everywhere now, and they're still coded to the original coding of when I distributed it.
Oh,
It's like,
geez.
and it's so simple to configure. It's so, but people, oh, look, copy and paste, and look, I'm making money. No, you're not making money. I am.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and if you weren't an ethical person, there's so many little tricks you could have done to make money at other people's expense. But you see, we're not like that. So
yeah, that's
we
it.
we warn people against stuff like that, if anything.
That's
But
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you join a Facebook group, and it's not just a one, it's bad enough when they charge it all, right? Like we talked about this before on another show, or chat, and it's bad enough when you even charge one time to be a part of the Facebook group. Better hope it's really active. But when you're charging on the monthly basis on top of what you pay to even come into the academy, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's just way highway robbery.
What do they call it, an academy? I think words like academy should be reserved for an academy, for a school or university. I mean,
Well, that's what it's supposed to be, like a university of learning.
yeah, I mean, hightrafficacademy.com, which is Vic Strauss's, I don't like the fact that he uses the word academy. It's not really an academy. It's a membership site that sells access to how-to videos.
I mean, I'm sure Marketing Hero has their own membership site, but they have the Facebook, like many do, included in that as well, so.
That's it.
But they charge you on monthly, I think, for the Facebook group. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna be straight up. Our content that we're creating, there's buttons down below for Facebook, for Twitter, stuff like that. Those accounts link to our accounts, the club's accounts, not whoever owns it.
But we're doing it differently. We're not charging people, and that's a whole different thing.
Well, we are. You are paying for the content to be distributed, but the Facebook and Twitter buttons at the bottom are linking people to us, so we can distribute. So yeah, in a way, if 1,000 people buy it, I got 1,000 sources. That's 1,000 sources times, let's say 1,000 visitors a day seeing Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, stuff like that. So yeah, it's a really, really powerful method of advertising. But we're not hiding it. We're not cheating you out of the business. If you don't want to put the links on the page for Facebook and Twitter, just take them off. Or program them to your own. So anyhow, Belinda, we have to close up the show because we're
I was just about to say that what I'm saying is we're not charging for people to join a Facebook group. I mean, not the way other people do it. That's my point.
Are they allowed to do that? Is that part of Facebook?
Everybody's teaching it, apparently so, or they're getting away with it at least.
No, is Facebook allowing this? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
Is the payment process inside Facebook, or do you got to pay money and then they give you the access to it?
Well, you can't have access to it until you pay. It's like a secret link.
Yeah, but are you paying outside? Like, would someone pay me at nelsonbuck.com and then I program them into a private group, or is it actually on Facebook that they're accepting a payment there?
No. It's not on Facebook. Although Facebook has that new feature, no, it's not Facebook. You do it outside of that.
Yeah, I don't think that's allowed. I think that's
and either it's a secret or closed link, but it's just whether they accept you in, I guess.
Yeah, because they'd have to program you in manually. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I see a problem with that. If somebody is selling access to Mardox pages, I want a cut of the page, so I would put a button up that would say, yeah, here you go, buy access to this page.
Right.
If you want to do that. But if you're selling access outside now, saying now go to Mardox and log in, I think Facebook is against that. They want to make money.
Right.
And by doing it outside Facebook, the payment part, you're bypassing Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, I would make sure that, but I want to see if Facebook has a payment function built in that other Facebookers can log in or go to the page, pay on Facebook, and then get access. Or is it an outside thing? If the PayPal payment part, if the Facebook payment part isn't there, then it's okay because they don't offer the service, they don't provide the tool.
Right.
You know, so that's interesting. Anyways, let's close it up for today because we're way past.
Thank you everyone for joining the Mardox DLC Daily Live Chat. Join us tomorrow to see what interesting topics we come up with, or what just basically comes out of our mouth, because sometimes we don't even know, and that can be dangerous, but hey, we take the chance anyway because that's life, right? And so this has been your lovely host, Nelson, Pass the Buck, and Queen Coach Belinda Condell. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment. You can comment good or bad. Hopefully, if it's bad, you keep the foul language down to minimum, because we try not to corrupt ourselves. Yeah, it's too late for that. Please, let us know what you want us to talk about, what subjects you would like to understand more about, what you may have questions about or need help with. We're here to serve you, our viewers and our members, because that's what we're all about, is to help others be successful in business, and in turn to build a community of people that help each other and help each other grow. Unlike other membership sites, we're not in it for ourselves, we're in it for you. By members, for members. So until next time, everybody, have a great day and God bless.
I have to do one plug before I push the button. If Fugly, who lives in Tahiti, can log in every day and watch our videos, you can too.